Hey everyone, welcome back. Just want to show a quick structure I picked up at a hobby shop today. The Woodland Scenics windmill. This is the new windmill. They also have an old windmill that has some missing blades on it and whatnot. But this is considered the new windmill. Three-piece set. Comes with looks like a little hay trough for some animals and a water reservoir barrel tub, if you will. But if you've been following along on the Instagram with the advent calendar that my wife had made for me, where every day was a new O-scale accessory, there's been a lot of animals, a lot of farm animals, ducks, geese, chickens, goats, or reindeer, rather. And so I figured, hey, you know what? I might as well get a windmill to kind of go along with the barn to kind of complete that landscape, if you will. So I saw this at the local hobby shop, and I thought it was really neat. Woodland Scenics makes some great structures. I don't have any Woodland Scenic structures, just some figure packs and people and accessories. But this is the first structure, if you will, that I have from Woodland Scenics. Really well detailed. This is O scale, obviously, but it's got some really good wood grain, some rivet detailing there. Following up the ladder to the windmill itself. And it does spin. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. Really nice looking model. So there's the hay trough there. It should be neat to have some animals on there. And then the water tub reservoir there. And the detail's really nice. Just really nice. Both of these pieces here on the ground. So what I was thinking is, this is a water reservoir. I was thinking of putting the Woodland Scenics water, the real water that they have, into it and demonstrate how that will go. Let it set overnight, add a little bit more, than 1/8 of an inch at a time, and it should be a pretty clear substance when it's all said and done, to kind of give it that water look. So I think I'll probably incorporate that into this video. So let's get to it. All right, so hopefully you can see this. Pretty good top-down view here. So this is what we'll be using here, which is the RealisticWater from Woodland Scenics. Pretty much just says to go about 1/8 of an inch at a time, drying a minimum of 24 hours between each layer. So it says do not apply heat, to speed up the drying time, because that can turn it yellow and do a bunch of stuff you don't want it to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is open it up. I used this on my daughter's project for the first time last summer, and it worked out really well. All right, so I've got a toothpick here just to kind of spread it around into the crevices, but I'm going to start with just a little bit. There we go. And again, I'm going to move that around to draw it in to all the crevices there. There we go. So that looks pretty good. So I'd say it's about 1/8 of an inch. So this is going to be a long video, at least on my end. Editing magic will make this go really quick. But I'm going to let that sit overnight, and when it dries up, it'll be nice and clear. We'll go ahead and add another coat, and we'll kind of build it up until I think it looks pretty good. So let's see what tomorrow brings. All right, we're back after 24 hours, letting that first amount dry. And as you can see, it's pretty good. So we're going to add some more for our second layer. Again, taking our Woodland Scenics Realistic Water. Let's just add just a little bit more. And that's going to level itself out. There you go. So it starts out all foggy like this, and then as it dries, it'll dry clear. There we go. Kind of swish it around the outside there, so it kind of gives that effect of, you know, as it is being evaporated. I'm going to go and put the cover back on that this came in, so it kind of keeps it clear of any dust particles and whatnot. And as you notice, I kept everything on the base here because this is just adhered with a piece of adhesive, you know, as it was manufactured to keep it on the base here. And it creates a nice solid base for it to not move around or get jolted or whatnot. So we'll see how that turns out, and we'll come back in another day to see what it looks like after that second layer. All right, so we're back. Let's see how that last layer turned out. Again, I keep the cover on it just to keep the dust out, kind of keep it as clear as possible. So let's see how it turned out. Looks great. So again, I think it looks like water. Looks like water. I was thinking of putting some kind of effect in the middle to simulate water going into this little reservoir here, but couldn't really think of a good way to do it. If any of you guys have any ideas or tips for something like that, or some kind of a ripple effect, let me know in the comments, and we'll see how that turns out. Well, a couple other things I wanted to show. Since I've put the last layer on, I've picked up this car here, 1966 Ford Thunderbird, with some people at it. Just found it at a hobby shop, and just has the chop body figures in there. Probably someone they had made for their layout a while back, and hobby shop got a hold of it, and now I have a hold of it. It's a Road Signature brand, but it'll look nice in the layout. I have a lot of convertibles on the layout, but it's kind of funny I can't really put them in, you know, the flow of traffic if there's nobody in there, or else they just look like abandoned cars. So it's nice to have some convertibles with people in it, so they can actually be driving around and not just parked at a station somewhere. And one last thing too, I just recently had Clarabelle repaired at a local hobby shop as well. My son had dropped it, and you know, I'm sure I could have just found a whole nother Clarabelle somewhere online, but got a new truck put on it, or I'm sorry, a new coupler put on it, and you know, it's gonna be good as new. That's what had broken off. So, but now we'll have the full set, so we'll be able to get that in the layout. All right, let's put this up. Probably gonna go near the farm, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so there it is, the windmill. Got a reindeer drinking out of the reservoir already, and one eating from the hay trough. Very good.